Okay. So, for secondary one, first question. Given that 7 raised to 4 is equal to 2401, find the value of 16 minus 18 minus 2 over 50 minus 4 over 2,402. Pag itong ganitong setup ng ng problem, ang siguro ang instinct natin is you simply solve na lang, no? By pair. Ito, isosolve natin to. Pero bago nyo solve na, kailangan i-separate nyo muna, no? So, i-rewrite mo na 16 minus 1 over 8 minus, ito, gawin natin siyang, i-enclose natin yan ng parenthesis. So, that is 2 over, simplify na natin yung 2 over 50, 1 over 25. Take note, nag-enclose tayo ng parenthesis, ano yung magiging operation dito? Plus. Okay, that is 2 over 1201. Bakit siya plus? Kasi yung minus, tinanggal natin yung minus dito na. Nililipat natin dito. I mean, kasi grinop na natin yung 250 and 4 over 2402. Grade 7 na, ganito ang strategy niya. Minus, then close. Magiging plus na yung operation. Then, let's do the butterfly. 8 times 1, 8. Minus 6 times 1 is 6. Over 6 times 8 is 48. Minus. Also, let's do the butterfly here. So, 1,201 times 1 is 121. 1201. And then, plus, 25 times 2 is 50. Yeah, that's correct. And then, eto, pwede nyo namang i-multiply yan eh. Kayang-kaya nyo na i-multiply yan. 25 times 1201, 325. Ayan. I mean, 30,025. Check mo yung ano mo na ka. Okay. And then, lagyan na lang natin dito mga anak. That is 8 minus 6 is 2 over 48. Minus, what's the sum? That is 1251. And then, we have 30025. Okay? Pwede bang i-simplify yung 2 and 48? Yes, that's 1 over 24. How about yung 1251 and so on? Hindi na, no? Hindi na pwede siyang i-simplify. You just copy na lang. Okay? Para hindi na kayo mag-isip later. We have 325. Cross multiply, madali lang naman. 30,025 minus ito. Ano sa tingin niyo ang sagot nito? That is 30,024. Ayan. Kahit di ka na mag-solve dito, may pattern yan actually. Pag na-meet nyo tong problem na to, alam nyo na yung susunod ay less than 1. Okay? And then over, syempre ito kailangan nyo i-solve. Okay, 720,600. And what's the final answer? 1 over 720,600, mga anak. Okay? Syempre, baka nagtataka kayo na, para saan yung given dito na 7 raised to 4? That's only the first way, no? Kasi meron pa tayong second way, mga anak. How do we use this one? 7 raised to 4, 2401, to solve for the value of 16 minus 18 minus 2 over 50 minus 4 over 2402. Okay, gagamitan natin yung 7 raised to 4. Okay, so after nito, pwede kayo mag-decide kung alin ang gagamitin niyo. Okay, take note, yung 1 over 6, pwede natin i-rewrite yan as 1 over 7 minus 1. Tama ba? Minus 1 over 7 plus 1 minus 2 over 50. Paano yung 50? 7 squared plus 1. Kasi 7 squared is 49 plus 1, that's 50. Minus 4 over 2402 is, okay, plus 1. Okay, dito na, hindi ko na ituturo yung very long, shortcut na. How do we simplify the first two rational expression? Okay, so, simply, 1 plus 1, 2, and then 7 times 7 is 7 squared. Negative 1 times 1 is minus 1. Nakuha nyo yung shortcut? Okay, then, i-rewrite lang natin ulit. 7 squared plus 1 minus 4 over 7 raised to 4 plus 1. Okay, kung anong ginawa natin sa first two pair, Ganon din dito na. So, ano yung equivalent nun? That is, 2 plus 2, 4 over 7 raised to 4 minus 1. Bakit 7 raised to 4? Ilang 7 to? Dalawa. Ilang 7 din yun? So, apat na 7. Then, minus 1, negative 1 times 1. And then, i-rewrite natin yung last term. 4 over 7 raised to 4 plus 1. O, ano yung final term nito? 8 over... Okay. Hindi na natin siya i-combine. Anong gagawin natin? Isi-simplify. What is 7 raised to 4? Ayun. 2 for 1 minus 1. And then, times, multiply natin yan. 7 raised to 4 plus 1. Hindi tayo naghirap sa solution, di ba? Hindi tayo nag-manual. Kundi, nagbase lang tayo doon. Okay. Pwede bang i-cancel to? So, 1. Ito naman ay 300. Tama? Try nyo nga i-multiply yung 300 tsaka 2402. Kung bibigyan ka ng same answer. Ganito na. I-mental na natin. 300 lang naman yan. 0, 0. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 0, 0. 3 times 4, 12. Carry 1. 3 times 2, 6. Plus 1 is 7. Do we have the same answer? Okay. For number 2, real numbers a, b satisfy the square of a minus b plus the square of the sum of b and 2 is equal to 0. Find the solution of the equation negative 2bx plus 3a equals 11. So that is quantity a minus b, a minus 5 squared plus quantity b plus 2 squared is equal to 0. And we are looking for the solution of negative 2bx plus 3a equals 11. Pwede na natin kunin yung value ni a. Ano ang dapat maging value ni a para yung difference niya kay 5 ay 0? 5. Kasi 5 minus 5 is 0. Dito din, ano yung pwede maging value ni b para yung pag inad mo siya sa 2, 0? It's opposite, diba? Which is negative 2. Tama? So, kumbaga ang idea natin dito is gagawin natin 0 yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. Or you just simply take its opposite, diba? Ano yung opposite ng negative 5? 5. Ano yung opposite ng 2? Negative 2. So, dito ipapalit na natin. So, negative 2. Pag nagpalit tayo ng number doon sa variable na, kailangan mag-input tayo ng parenthesis. Yung b, papalitan natin ng negative 2. So, magiging open parenthesis, negative 2, then close parenthesis. Yung x, meron bang value yung x? Wala, di ba? So, x lang yan, plus 3. Yung a naman natin is 5. Is equal to 11. So, i-multiply natin itong dalawang numbers, mga anak. Okay, negative 2 times negative 2. Positive, dalawang negative. So, 4x. 3 times 5, 15 is equal to 11. Okay, ito yung bago lang sa inyo itong mga anak. Tandaan nyo, lahat ng may variable sa right. Yung mga variables then lahat ng constant sa left. Or vice versa. Pwede rin gawin na yung constant ay sa right, tapos yung mga variable ay sa left. Pero, usually, ang more convenient na gawin natin ay yung una. No? Yung first, yung lahat ng variables sa right, and then constant naman sa left. Since isa lang naman yung variable, so maiwan na siya sa left. How do we identify yung left and right pala dyan? Okay, yung right ay yung left, yung before yung equal sign, mga anak. Yung right, yung after equal sign. For the sake of grade 7. Okay, so iwan natin sa left yung may x. So, 4x. Then, copy natin yung equal sign, mga anak. I-copy natin yung number doon sa right, which is 11. Ano ang ililipat natin sa left, sa right? Yung positive 15. Kasi yung positive 15 ay constant. By the way, for your information, pag sinabing constant, number. Walang kasamang variable. So, positive 15. Ililipat natin to sa right, from left. So, magiging negative 15 siya. So, you take the opposite of the sign of the number. I mean, yeah, the opposite of the number. So, magiging minus 15 siya. Then, we have 4x is equal to, what is 11 minus 15? Subtracting smaller by a larger. That is negative 4. Okay. May number doon sa tabi ni x. Tabi as in tabi. So, ang gagawin natin para ma-eliminate, i-divide natin both sides by 4. And then, cancel yan. Makakancel mga anak. Kasi na pag nag-divide kayo ng equal number, same number rather, ang quotient is 1. That's why it's only x na lang siya. And what is negative 4? Ang over dito is simply division. Negative 4 divided by 4. Negative 1. So, this is now the answer. So, let's find the solution of linear equation of 9x over 7 minus 3 is equal to 4x over 7 plus 4 over 7. Ito na ililipat natin dito. Tapos yung negative 3 ililipat natin dito. So, magiging 9x over 7. Yung 4x over 7, positive siya, di ba? So, magiging minus na siya. 9x over 7. 4, sorry. Should be 4. 4x over 7 is equal to, kopyan natin yung naiwan sa left, which is right rather, 4 over 7. Nilipat natin yung negative 3, magiging plus 3. So, pag nagsusubtract tayo ng, na may variable na, yung numerical coefficient ang i-consider nyo lang. So, 9 minus 4, 5. Then, copy nyo yung similar na variable, 5x. Then, copy nyo rin yung, what? Yung denominator na 7. How do we simplify this? Pwede tayong gumamit ng butterfly, di ba? So, 4. So, kunwari, lagyan nyo to ng 1. So, 1 times 4 is 4. Plus, 7 times 3 is 21. Over 7 times 1 is 7. Simplify natin. So, 5x over 7 is equal to 25 over 7. Okay. Take note, mayroon tayong 5 over 7 sa x. And x ang sinusolve natin. So, we'll multiply both sides by 7 over 5. Pag minultiply mo ang 7/5 at saka 5/7, magiging 1. Kaya ang naiwan dyan mga anak is x. Dito, pwede tayo mag-cancellation dito. 25 divided by 5. Ang cancellation na pwede siya diagonally lang. No? Diagonal and vertical. Hindi siya pwede horizontal. Okay? So, this is 5. Ito naman ay 1. Yung 7 naman is cancelled na yan. So, anong naiwan sa right? 5. No? Or kung hindi nyo i-multiply both sides na, pwede rin, with, ano lang natin ganito. Ano yung usual ginagawa natin? Cross multiply, di ba? So, 5 times 7, that is 35x is equal to 7 times 25. That is 175. Tama ba? 35, 14. Okay. And then, divide both sides by 35. 35. So, we have x equals 5. Yan. Okay. Find the value of x from the system of linear equations of x plus 3y equals 9, 5x plus 6y equals 6. Okay. So, ang sinusolve natin dito is the value of x. Okay. So, take note, we are solving for the value of x. Ano ang i-eliminate natin? Y. Okay. Since x ang hinahanap natin, so kailangan natin i-eliminate yung y. Paano tayo mag-eliminate ng y? Dapat parehas yung number dito na. Okay? Kung hindi sila parehas, anong gagawin? Magmo-multiply tayo ng number. Doon sa equation, para lang maging equal ang numerical ng y. Okay? But before that, kailangan mong malaman kung ano ang LCM ni 3 at saka 6. Ano ang LCM ni 3 at saka 6 sa y? 6. So, yung 6 okay na. So, anong gagawin natin sa first equation? I-multiply natin to by 2. No? I-multiply lang natin to by 2. Para maging 2x plus 6y is equal to 18. Take note mga anak kung paano nag-distribute yung 2 dito sa x plus 3y equals 9. Ha? So, that's 2 times x, 2x. 2 times 3y, that is 2 times 3 is 6. Then, copy niyo yung variable. 2 times 9 is 18. Okay. Then, copy natin yung second equation. So, meron na tayong equal na numerical, same numerical doon sa y. So, para ma-eliminate, anong operation ang gagamitin? Minus. Okay. So, let's do this na. 2 minus 5. 2 minus 5, bas-bas 2 kaysa 5. So, negative 3x. 6y minus 6y. So, cancelled na to mga anak kasi para sila. Equals 18 minus 6, 12. Okay. We're solving for x. Ano ang i-divide natin both sides? Okay. Ako, ano yung number dito na yun ang i-divide natin? So, since negative yan, so copy natin yung negative. Negative 3 ang ating maging divisor. So, cancelled na to. Anong naiwan sa left? Yeah. X. And then sa right naman, what is 12 divided by negative 3? Okay, that's negative 4. Okay, proceed na tayo sa number 5. N represents the largest integer smaller than n. So, ang tawag dun sa symbol na yan is the largest integer. For example, the largest integer for 4.6 is 4, and the largest integer of negative 1.8 is negative 2. Find the value of the largest integer of 99 over 7 minus the largest integer 3 minus 61 over 9 over the largest integer of 44 over 8. Mga anak, ano ang 99 divided by 7? I-divide nyo 99. So, 99 divided by 7, that is 1, 7, 29, 4. That is 28. Okay, that is 4 point something, di ba? Wag nyo nang i-determine yung something niya na. You just put dots na lang dyan. 4 point something, ano ang equivalent niya pag 4 point something? Positive siya, di ba? So, round down. So, anong sagot? 14. Okay? Minus. Ano naman ang equivalent ng 61 over 9? Okay, that is 6. Tama ba? 54. Remainder 7. Oh, 6 point something yan. 6 point something. So, that is 3 minus 6. Ayan. Point something. Ilagay nyo yung point something niya. Kasi may integer value yan. Next, over. What about 44 divided by 8? 44 divided by 8, that is 5. 40. So, 5 point something. So, 5 point something, integer value, that is 5. Tama ba? And then, yan. Okay, next. Ito, isimplify natin to mga anak. What is 3 minus 6 point something? That is negative 3 point something, di ba? Ano ang equivalent niyan? Take note, negative 3 point something, pataas tayo. So, magiging 14 minus negative 4 over 5. Integer value yan. Okay, what is 14 minus negative 4? Magiging plus yan, di ba? That is 18 over 5, mga anak. And what is 18 divided by 5? 3 point something. And what's the final answer? 3. Number 6. Okay. Kung sakaling nakalimutan ang formula, walang problema, di ba? Bakit? Ang gawin nyo is expand nyo. So, 3 squared. Simplify natin mga anak. That is 3 squared is 9. 4 squared, 16. 5 squared, 25. 6 squared, 7 squared, 49. 8, 64, 9, 10. 1, next. 121, next. 24, next. 169, next. So, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 225, 16, 256, 17, 289, 918, 324, 324, 9, 361. Okay. Pag-addin nyo na to, lahat ng numbers, 2, 4, 6, 5. Okay? So, pwedeng ganyan na technique ang gawin nyo mga anak, 2, 4, 6, 5. Or, ano ang isa pa? This is only the first one. Ang formula na gagamitin natin is n times n plus 1 times 2n plus 1 over 6. 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared until n is squared. Okay. Tanong, sir, hindi naman nag-start sa 1 squared saka 2 squared. Pwede pa rin ba natin gamitin ng formula? Yes, regardless kung ano ang starting point niya. So, gamitin natin yung formula. Okay, so we have, ang n dito mga anak is the last number, base. That is 19 plus 19 plus 1, then 2 times 19 plus 1 over 6. So, lahat ng n, pinalitan natin ng n, ng 19. So, that's 19. 19 plus 1 is 20. 38 plus 1, that is 39. Divided by 6. Now, wag muna kayo mag-simplify sa numerator. Mag-cancel muna tayo na. Yung 6 at saka 20, divisible by 2. So, magiging 10, magiging 3. Yung 3 at saka 39, divisible by 3. So, 1, 3. Ito naman ay 1. So, ang naiwan sa numerator ay 19, 10 at saka 30. So, that's 19 times 130 over 1. Kahit wag na yung ilagay yung 1. And what is 19 times 130? 2 for 70. Pag kinumpute nyo yung 19 times 130. Okay. Ngayon, ano ang hindi na-include sa list? Di ba itong formula applicable lang siya sa 1 squared and so on. Ano ang hindi na-include? Yung 2 squared at saka yung 1 squared. O, isimplify nyo lang ito mga anak. What is 1 squared? 1. Yung 2 squared naman. Sorry, hindi nakikita. So, 1 squared plus 2 squared ang hindi na-include. So, 1 plus 4. And that is 5. Meaning to say, yung answer natin dito mga anak is ililes natin siya ng 5. Kasi hindi siya na-exclude. Hindi siya na-include. Okay, so that's why it is 2, 4, 65. Next, we're now in number 7. Pag ang hinahanap natin ay unit digit, kailangan ma-determine muna natin yung pattern. Yeah? Okay. So, halimbawa, a raised to n. And expand natin yan mga anak. For sure, may lalabas na unit digit. Okay. Para ma-determine natin yung unit digit, hindi na kailangan i-expand. Ang kailangan nyo lang is i-determine kung ano yung pattern, ilan ang remainder, and so on and so forth. Okay. This is how mga anak ha. Take ko na lang yung example sa 7. 2 raised to 79 plus 3 raised to 79 then plus 7 raised to 79. Okay. So, 2, 3, 7. Ano yung pattern ni 2? Dito muna tayo sa first number na, sa 2 raised to 79. Pattern ni 2. Pag sinabing pattern ni 2 na, yung powers ni 2, na yung unit digit ko, ano yung maging equivalent ng unit digit niya. So, we have 2. 2 times 2, 4. Times 2 mo yung 4, 8. Times 2 mo yung 8 ng 2, 16. Pero ang isusulat nyo na lang is yung unit digit. Kasi nga, unit digit lang naman ang ano natin din. And then, after ng 6, babalik sa 2. Kasi 12. Then, and so on and so forth. So, ang pattern nito, mga anak, is 2, 4, 8, 6. So, ilang patterns to? So, number of patterns is 4. So, ang gawin natin, yung exponent niya, 79, i-divide natin sa number of patterns. Ano ang quotient niya? Sige, determine mo natin yung quotient. So, i-divide nyo lang yung 79 ng 4. Oh, 79 divided by 4, that's 1, 4, 39, 9, 36. Remainder, 3. So, ang quotient niya is 19. Ang remainder naman niya is 3. So, ano ang unit digit ng 2 raised to 79? Base doon sa remainder. Ang ibig sabihin ng remainder na ito yung magiging position ng unit digit. So, third. So, 3 third. That means first, second, third. So, anong unit digit ng 2 raised to 79? 8. Okay, that's only the first one, mga anak. Proceed tayo sa sa second, yung 3 raised to 79. Yung number is 3. Ano yung pattern ni 3? Start tayo sa una. 3. 3 times 3? 9. 9 times 3? 27, pero yung unit digit lang. 7 times 3? 21. Unit digit lang yung sulat nyo. 1 times 3? 3. Bumabalik na tayo, nak, di ba? So, how many patterns yung 3? 4. So, ganun din mga anak, 79 divided by 4. Siyempre, parehas lang naman yan. Copy na lang natin. Quotient is 19. Remainder is 3. That means to say, pang third na naman. So, ano yung unit digit niya? 7. And last mga anak, yung 7. 7. Ano yung pattern ni 7? 7. 7 times 7. 49. 9 times 7. 63. Times 7. 21. Correct ko ma. So, how many patterns? 4. So, ganun din ang ano niya. 4Q is 19. Remainder 3. Third siya. Therefore, ano ang unit digit niya? 3. And then, pag-add natin mga anak. So, we have 8 plus 7 plus 3 equivalent to 18. Pero ang tinatanong mga anak is unit digit. Therefore, 8 is the final answer. Oh, number 8. Yung naituro sa inyo is ganyan, tama? Given yung hypotenuse. Paano natin kunin yung area nito? C squared over 4. Take note, ang square ay dalawang right triangle. So therefore, paano natin kunin yung area ng square kung given yung diagonal niya? C squared over 4, i-multiply natin to by 2. Diba? Or in short, that is C squared over, and this is now the formula. Or that is simply diagonal squared over 2, 6 squared over 2, 36 over 2, and that is 18. Okay? Area of a square given its diagonal is D squared over 2. Okay? Sige, proceed na tayo sa number 9. Find the value of 3 over 2 minus 3 over 4 plus 3 over 8 minus 3 over 16 plus 3 over 32 minus 3 over 64 plus 3 over 128 minus 3 over 256. Ano ang common factor nila? 1/2. Yeah, pwede rin ang 1/2. Pero may mas common factor pa dyan. Similar sila sa numerator, di ba? Ilabas natin yun na. 3 over. So we have 3 over 2 divided by 3 over 2, that is 1. Minus 1/2 plus 1/4 minus 1, 8 plus 116 minus 1, 32 plus 164 minus 128. Okay. So, yan lang naman na. Sinimplify lang naman. Okay? Then next, may tanong kayo grade 7 kung bakit naging 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. Magtanong kayo na. Halimbawa, to 3 over 2. Kasi itong numbers na to, meron silang common factor na 3 over 2. So, itong first number na 3 over 2, pag dinivide natin siya ng 3 over 2, 1 siya. Kasi same sila. Next, yung 3/4, paano naging 1/2 yan? So, 3 divided by 3 is 1. 4 divided by is 2. Then, lahat na ng numerator natin is 1 na. So, para ma-determine kung ano yung mga denominator, i-divide lang natin to by 2. So, yung 8 magiging 4, yung 16, 8, yung 256 magiging 128. And then, you copy the operations. Okay. Next. Paano natin isi-simplify? 3 over 2. Okay. So, paano tayo mag-simplify ng ganito na? Kunin natin yung LCD, di ba? Ano yung LCD nila? 128. Ayan. So, 128, walang denominators, i-multiply lang natin yan. That is 128. Minus 128 divided by 2. 64. O, yan. Multiply natin sa 1, same din lang naman. So, mag-divide na lang tayo ng 2 dyan. Plus, 128 divided by 4. Actually, kahit hindi mo na tingnan yung isolve, andyan na yung pattern. 164, susunod dyan, 32 minus 16 plus 8 minus 4 plus 2 minus 1. Yan, pababa. 120, 64, vice versa lang yung ano. Okay, simplify natin yan. 3 over 2 times what is the sum and difference. 128 minus 64. 64. So, 64 to. Pwedeng by 2's muna. 64. Ito naman ay 16. Ito naman ay 4. Ito naman ay 1. So, 64 plus 16. That is 80. Ibahin ko yung kulay para ano. 80 yan. Ito naman ay 5. So, we have 85. Okay. So, 85 over 128. Meron bang makakancel? Wala. So, multiply nyo na, direkta. So, 3 times 85, that is 255. Over 2 times 128 is 256. So, this is now the answer. Okay, number 10. Sige, again. Within the first 3,715 natural numbers, how many numbers are divisible by 15? Anong gagawin lang? I-divide nyo lang, mana. So, for number 10, simply, tinatanong kung ilan ang divisible by 15. So, ang gawin natin is 3,715 divided by 15. Meron yan, no? So, we have 1, 2, 30, 71, that is 4, 60. So, 11, 5, dito. 7, okay? 105. So, that is 105. So, 10. Okay? So, regardless na yung remainder, so, how many ang natural numbers na divisible by 15? So, we have 247. So, ganun lang yun na. 2 of the 50 cards marked from 1 to 50 are drawn at random without repetition. Find the probability that the 2 cards drawn are multiples of 4 or 9. Okay, for number 11, kailangan nyo makinig. So, there are 50 cards of which itong cards na to ay numbered from 1 to 50. Na? And there must be 2 cards to be drawn. And we are looking for the probability that the cards to be drawn are multiples. Multiples of multiples of 4 and 9. 4 or 9. Okay. So, dito mga anak, alam na natin ang pag-probability fraction. Sa denominator, madali lang. Ilang cards? 50. So, that is 50C. Ilang cards ang bubunutin? 2. Kaya 50C. Ito yan. Ang problema ay yung sa numerator. Ngayon, i-determine natin kung ilang multiples of 4 at ganun din ang multiples of 9. So, by what? I-divide lang natin yung 50 by 4 para ma-determine kung ilan ang multiples of 4. Ilan? So, that's 1, 4, 10, 12. So, there are 12 multiples of 4. Then, gawin din natin to sa 9. So, that is 5. Tama ba? 45. Hayaan nyo na yung mga remainder. Then, take note. Kinuha natin yung number of multiples of 4. Kinuha natin yung number of multiples of 9. May mga numbers din na multiple of 4 and at the same time, multiple of 9. So, tatanggalin natin yan. So, i-divide natin yung 50 by the LCM ng 4 and 9. Ano yung LCM ng 4 and 9? Kung saan sila unang mag-meet pag minultiples mo sila. So, that is 36. So, what's the quotient? 1. And there is 6 and then 14. Regardless na yan. So, that means to say, 12 plus 5 minus 1 C2 is equal to 16 C2 over 50 C2. Okay. Hindi ko na ituturo yung complicated. At first time nyo rin itong first natin gagawin to. Di ba, ang nakagawian natin is 16 factorial over 16 minus 2. Hindi na. Pwedeng gamitin tong technique na to. Yung 16C2, pwedeng gawin natin yan as 16 times 15. And then yung 50C2, pwede natin gawin yan as 50 times 49. That's the shortcut na. This is for permutation, tama ba? Pero pwede rin siya sa combination. Ang condition, ito tandaan yung condition, dapat pareha sila ng dito sa number 2. Yes, R. Para sila ng R kasi that NCR. You can only apply this one if and only if pareha sila ng R. Regardless, hindi na. Otherwise, rather, hindi na pwede. Okay, so we have, pwede tayo mag-cancel dito mga anak. 50 by 5. So, this is 3. Ito naman ay 10. Yung 10 at saka 16, 8. Ito naman ay 5. Meron pa ba? Wala na. So, that means 8 times 3, 24 over 245. For number 12, sige. The sum of the interior angles of a regular n-sided polygon is 7 times of the sum of its exterior angles. Find the value of n. Dito na gagawa kayo ng equation. Alam niyo naman siguro yung sum of interior angles, di ba? Ano yung sum niya? 180 times n minus 2. And then, how about yung sum of its exterior angles? 360. O yan, i-translate nyo lang to into mathematical equation. So, yung sum ng interior ay equal sa 180 times n minus 2, tama? Yung sum naman ng exterior ay 360, gawin lang natin, i-translate lang natin to. The sum of the interior angles of a regular n-sided polygon, so isulat natin, 180 times n minus 2 is, ano yung is? Equal sign. 7 times, so 7 times of the sum of its exterior angle. That means 360. Yan. Solve for n, mga anak. Ganyan lang yung mathematical equation. Pwede na natin i-divide dito yung 180, mga anak. Para ma-lessen yung ating gagawin. So, 180, 180, cancel. 360 divided by 180. So, ang naiwan na lang dito sa left ay n minus 2 is equal to 7 times 2. N is equal to 14 plus 2, and that is 16. Okay. 13. 116, then 132. Ayan, kompleto na, di ba? Dalawa lang naman yung missing. So, ano ang ating denominator? 128. Actually, may pattern yan, mga naks. Makinig kayo dyan. Ito ay 128. Susunod, 64. Plus na lang yan. 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. Di ba? Ganyan lang. Ganyan lang kadali, mga anak. So, ano yung sum niya? 255 over 128. Ito na yung sagot, mga anak. Next, number 14. Go. It is known that real numbers AB satisfy A plus B equals 12. AB is equal to 23. Find the value of A squared plus B squared. Okay. A plus B is 12. AB is 23. And you are looking for A squared plus B squared. Ito mga anak, ang ano niya. Para makuha yung A squared plus B squared, kailangan nyo itong i-memorize. I-square mo yung A plus B minus, since plus yon, plus to, minus siya. Twice of AB. Pero kung sakali minus yan, kasi baka merong iba na ibibigay, pag A minus B ang naibigay, mga anak, instead no minus, gagawin nyo siyang plus. Yung A squared plus B squared nito ay magiging A plus B squared plus 2AB. Ito yung counterpart niya, mga anak, katandaan niya yan. So, it so happen na ang A plus, ang given natin is A plus B. Okay, so how? Ano yung A plus B? 12. So, ipalit lang natin ito ng 12. 12 squared minus twice. Ano yung AB? 23. Ayan. What is 12 squared? 144. What is twice of 23? 46. And what's the difference? 98. 15. Gawin nyo na. 15. Una, ano yung pattern ng 5? 5. So, mag-isa lang, di ba? Ibig sabihin, ito na siya. Oh. Next. So, sa second, 3. Anong pattern ni 3? Okay, 4. So, that's 36 divided by 4. Quotient is 9. Ang remainder ay 0. Therefore, ano yung unit digit niya? Pag 0 ang remainder na, 1. Next. Dito tayo sa 1. Ano ang pattern ni 1? 1. So, mag-isa lang siya, di ba? So, yan na yan. The next, 9. Pattern ni 9? 9, 1. Dalawa lang. So, 72 divided by 2. Quotient is 36. Remainder, 0. Anong 2? Anong ang unit digit niya? 1. Next, last number na. 7. Anong pattern ni 7? 7, 9, 3, 1. So, 4. 90 divided by 4. What is 90 divided by 4? 2, 22. Remainder, 2. So, second siya. So, 1, 2, sa 9 siya. Then, sum, 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9. A total of 17, no? And the unit digit is 7. Number 16. Okay. For number 16. Ang makukuha nyong value dyan, mga anak, ay yung A at saka B. Tapos, i-simplify nyo sa A plus B. Gagawin nating 0 yung bawat term. Yung A, ano ang ipapalit natin kay A para maging 0 ang result nito? 5. Okay. Dito naman, ano yung magiging value ni B para magiging 0 yan? Take note, may katabi si B. May katabi si B na 2. That means to say, i-multiply nyo. Okay? By the way, ganito ang pag-identify na. Ano yung sign dito? Positive. So, that means, negative na siya. Ngayon, since may number dyan, mga anak, ito ang technique. 12 divided by 2. 6. Nakuha nyo? Okay. And then, kumuha lang kayo ng isa dito. Hindi lahat. No? Kuha lang kayo ng isa dyan. Then, let's have this one. So, ano yung A? 5. Plus, ano yung B? B is negative 6. Ayan. Absolute value. Then, what is 5 plus negative 6? Negative 1. Ano yung absolute value ng negative 1? 1. Okay. So, ibig sabihin na, cut squared, cube, to the 4th, to the 5th, lahat ng mga value ng bawat term ay 1. So, i-rewrite lang natin to mga anak. I-rewrite lang natin. Magiging 1 plus 1 squared plus 1 cube until 1 plus 1 raised to 2022. And lahat yan ay magiging 1, di ba? 1 lahat yan. Kasi 1 times 1 and so on and so forth. Ang tanong na lang is, ilang 1 yan? Okay, base doon sa exponent, there are 2022 ones, di ba? So that's why 1 times 2022 and we have now 2022. Okay, number 17. There are 4 black balls and 3 white balls. If 2 balls are drawn randomly without repetition, find the probability that at least 1 ball is drawn. 4 black, 3 white. And then, 2 balls are drawn. Okay. Find the probability that at least one block is drawn. Okay, how do we represent at least in symbol? Pag at least, greater than or equal. Pag at most, mga anak, less than or equal. That means to say, ang notation natin dyan is greater than or equal to 1. Anong kulay? Black. Oh. Okay. Pag ganito na ang problem, take note. At least 1. Take note of the word at least 1. Gagamitin natin yan ng concept ng complement. Paano? Siyempre, pag complement na, ang universal natin is 1. Okay. Paano gagamitin yung complement? Take note. Pag sinabing at least 1 block, isang block, dalawang block. Okay. Ulitin ko. Pag at least 1 block, pwedeng isang block or dalawang block. Pero since gagamitin natin ng complement, let's do the opposite. Lahat ay white. Yun yung opposite ng complement. I mean, yung ibig sabihin ng complement. Instead na black, gagawin natin siyang white. In short, dalawang white ang lalabas. So how? That is, how many white? 3. C, 2. Kasi dalawang bola ang i-draw natin. Kung dalawang white, ilan ngayon ang black? 4C0. Tama? Pero useless na tong 4C0. Bakit? That is equal to 1. So, kahit hindi ka na maglagay ng 4C0 yan. Though, sa solution, naglagay ako para, pero dito sa natin, hindi na. And then, over, kasi probability yan, mga anak, ilan lahat ang bola? 7. Ilan ang kukunin? 2. Okay? Uulitin ko. Ito yung gamit ng complement pag may at least. At least 1 block, i-assume natin na lahat ay white. So that's why 3 ang white, kukuha tayo ng 2, represented by 3C2. Over, bakit 7C2? Kasi yung total outcomes. 7 ang lahat ng bola, tas 2 ang kukunin. Okay. Equals 1 minus, ano yung shortcut nito? 3 times 2 over 7 times 6. Correct? Cancel. Ang 1 at saka, actually yung 3 times 2 at saka 6, makakancel yan. Kasi 3 times 2 is 6, divided by 6 is, so anong naiwan dito? So 1 minus 1 over 7. What is 1 minus 1 over 7, mana? So 7 minus 1, cross multiply, over 7. So 7 times 1, that is 7. Copy nyo yung minus 1 over 7. And answer, mga anak, is 6 over 7. 18. So, ang gawin natin, mga anak, ay ito. Yung first 3. Pero bago nyan, i-group muna natin yung last 2 terms. Paano natin i-factor out yung last 2 terms? That is, plus, ano ang common nila? Yung numbers, di ba? Meron silang common factor, which is yung 4. That's why magiging x plus 3y. Okay, for the sake of grade 7, yung 4 at saka 12, ang greatest common factor nila ay 4. Kaya ilalabas natin doon. And then, gumamit kayo ng open and close parenthesis. So, yung 4x, dinivide natin siya sa 4. Yung 4 and 4, tanggal yan. Kasi 1 yan. So, x na lang ang sinulat. Then, copy niyo yung plus. Yung 12 divided by 4, that is 3. That's why 3 yan. And then, copy niyo yung 1. Okay. So, dito, how do we factor this 1? Mga anak. Okay. Ano ang common nila? 5. So, meaning, we can rewrite this one as 5 times the quantity, x squared, plus 30 divided by 5, 6. Copy natin yung variables. 45 divided by 5, that is 9. Tama ba? 9y squared. O yan, pinactor out natin yan, mga. Then, so, ito is a PST. Do you agree? PST yan? So, that is 5. Oh, by the way, huwag yun ang problemahin. Sir, hindi ko alam kung paano ko i-PPSD yan. Ito, x plus 3y siya. So, x plus 3y, i-square lang natin yan. And then, plus 4x plus 3y. Nakuha nyo? Itong square of x plus 3y is the same as x squared plus 6xy plus 9y squared. Pwede natin i-verify. X squared. 3y squared, that is 3 squared, that's 9. Y squared, that's 9y squared. Check. Paano naman makuha yung gitna? Multiply nyo yung first and term times 2. X times 3y. 3xy times 2. 6xy. So, verified na siya. Ngayon, meron bang common factor itong dalawang terms? Ano? Yung x plus 3y. Ilabas natin yan. So, that means x plus 3y. Okay, so pag nilabas natin yung isa dito, magiging isa na lang siya, di ba? So that is 5 times x plus 3y. And then plus, ilalabas natin yung x plus 3y dito, wala nang naiwan. So plus 4 na lang siya, mga anak. Nakasunod. Nasundan pa rin. Ulitin ko na para eto, ilang x plus 3y yan? Dalawa. Ilang x plus 3y yan? Isa. Common nila ay x plus 3y. Okay. Ilalabas natin yung x plus 3y na isa. Kaya ang naiwan na lang ay yung isang x plus 3y. Kaya 5 times x plus 3y. And then, ilabas natin to, wala nang naiwan na isa. Kaya 4 na lang siya. Okay. And then, isimplify further natin. So, x plus 3y. Then, isimplify nyo lang to, mga anak. That is 5x plus 15y plus 4. Ito na yung sagot. Number 19. How many non-negative integers x satisfy the linear inequality? 57 minus 7x is greater than negative 33. Parang linear equation lang to. Ilipat mo yung number sa right. So, ang naiwan dito sa left ay negative 7x is greater than negative 33. Nilipat natin yung 57 and that is positive. Going to the right, that means magiging negative 57. So, negative 7x is greater than, what is negative 33 minus 57? Negative 90, tama? Let's divide both sides by negative 7. Okay, bakit negative 7? Kasi negative 7 yung katabi ni x. Para matanggal yan at ang may 1 ay x. Take note, mga anak, pag nag-divide tayo both sides by negative, ano ang magiging sign natin? 59. 59. Sige, ano na lang natin? Sige, 59. So, dapat ito ay 92. Ayan, correct na lang natin. Sige. And yung, pag nag-divide tayo ng negative both sides, mga anak, tas inequality tayo, magiging opposite yung ating symbol. So, if from greater than, magiging less than. And then, what is 90? Negative divided by negative, magiging positive. What is 92 divided by 7? 13 point something. Kahit hindi mo na kunin yung decimal. Okay? Ang kinukuha natin, mga anak, is non-negative integers. Anong ibig sabihin ng x is less than 13 point something? Pababa, no? Okay, so ano yung mga yan? Saan tayo mag-start? Ano yung highest value ni x? 13. Kasi point something siya, yung 13 is less than 13 point something. Kahit 12, 11, until what number? Sa 0. Kasi 0 is part of the solution. So, how many numbers yan? So, from 13 to 1, that's 13, including 0, that is 14. All in all, we have 14 numbers. Next, 20. A and B are positive integers. Take note. The two numbers here are positive integers. So, Z is represented as integers. And A should be greater than B according to the problem. And we have here the square root of 18 plus the square root of 308, which is the same as the square root of A plus the square root of B. Okay. The question is, ano ang value ni A at ano din ang value ni B? Kunin natin yung larger number, which is yung 308. I-prime factorize natin to, mga anak. Okay. Saan tayo mag-start? 2. So we have 30 divided by 2, 15, tapos 4. Another 2, that is 77. And then, 7 tapos 11. Okay. I-rewrite natin to. So we have square root of 18 plus ilang 2? Dalawa. Pag may dalawang number na parehas, ilabas agad. So since dalawa ang 2, isusulat lang natin siya as 1 na 2. So we have 2, then square root dito mga anak. Yung 7, 11, since wala silang kaparehas, ipasok natin siya sa square root. Okay. Then, yan. So, nire-write lang natin yung square root of 308 into 2 square root of 7 times 11. Ano ang next, natin, gagawin natin dito? Shortcut na, mga anak, hindi ko natuturo yung, yung long way. I-take lang natin yung largest, 11, plus square root of 7. Okay. Actually, bakit naging ganyan? Kasi ito, pwede mo siyang i-rewrite into square root of 11 plus square root of 7 squared. This is the same. Itong the square of square root of 11 plus the square root of 7 is the same as 18 plus twice of square root of 7 times 11. Kahit na hindi ko na-expound yan. That is similar. That's why, sinortcut ko na dito mga anak, na that is the same as square root of 11 plus square root of 7. Saan nakuha yung 11 at saka 7? Dito sa loob ng radical sign na yan. So, what is A? 11. And what is B? 7. Ano yung kinuha natin? The difference of A and B. So, A minus B, that is 11 minus 7 is 4. Okay, sige. Proceed na tayo sa number 21, nak. Go. Pairing tayo, nak, di ba? Kaso, pag i-pair natin yung first and second, hindi tayo makaka-execute na maayos, no? So, ang gawin natin, instead of pairing that, pwede natin i-pair dito mga ang x raised to 5 minus x, then plus x cubed y minus xy. In short, pinagsama yung may x at saka may y. Ito, pairing natin. Okay, factor natin yan mga anak. That is x to the 4th minus 1. Tama ba? Plus ito, anong common nila? X, y. Tama? Then we have x squared minus 1. Tama, mali? Correct. Okay, next. Expand muna natin to. X. Ang x to the 4th minus 1, special yan. That is x squared minus 1, x squared plus 1. Then plus xy, x squared minus 1. Ngayon, ito yung dalawang terms natin mga anak ha. Ito yung dalawang terms natin. Ano ang common sa dalawang terms? Ano ang common? X. Yung x muna. Yung x. Yung x. So, x ilagay dito. Ano pa ang common? Okay, yung x squared minus 1. So, x squared minus 1. So, ito, common. So, ano ang naiwan? So, that is x squared plus 1 plus y. O, i-rewrite na lang natin to. X. Yung x squared minus 1 na, kailangan expand yan. Magiging x plus 1, x minus 1, tapos yung last, x squared plus y plus 1. Okay? And this is now the answer. Number 22. Ang sinusolve natin na is smallest value of x. So, ganito ang gagawin natin na. Gagamitin natin yan ng modulo. Okay, modulo. How? Take note, ang sinusolve natin ay x. So, 2023x is equivalent to yung 3 that will serve as the remainder. Modulo 2019. Nasundan? Kung paano ko siya nire-write, mga anak? Ulitin ko. X ang sinusolve natin. Kaya yung nandito sa left is 2023x. And then, yung 3 will serve as the remainder. And then yung 2029 will serve as the divisor. Modulo 2029. Okay. So, ano ang next na gagawin natin dito? Okay. Yung 2023, mga anak, pag dinivide natin siya sa 2019, ilan ang remainder? 2023, dinivide natin sa 2019, ilan ang remainder? 4. Tama? So, yung 2023x, pwede natin siya i-rewrite as 4x, which is equivalent now to 3 modulo 2019. Next na gagawin natin, mga anak, hindi mo pwedeng i-divide yung 3 by 4. Tama ba? So, kunin natin ang negative remainder. How? Yung 3 ay sobra. Ilan ang kulang sa 2019? Negative 2016. Nakuha nyo? Yung 3 na positive remainder, ginawang negative remainder. How? You just simply subtract 3 minus 2019. And we have now modulo 2019. Can we now divide both sides by 4? Yes. And that is now, x is equivalent to, what is negative 2016 divided by 4? That is 504. Negative. Tama ba? Modulo 2019. Then next, eto na yung pinaka-final. Take note, negative 504, ibabalik natin siya sa positive remainder. So, ano ang equivalent niyan? So, from negative, ibabalik natin sa positive. Ito ang kulang, ilan ang sobra sa 2019. So, in short, 2019 minus 504. Yun na ang magiging sagot natin. Na? 1515. Modulo 2019. Siyempre, ang kinuha lang natin, mga anak, is x. That's why 1515. 23. Given that x is less than or equal to 999, but greater than 511, and x is equivalent to 13 modulo 25, and x is equivalent to 11 modulo 27. Find the value of x. Ang gawin nating una is i-add natin yung number 13 sa 25. So, x, so 13 plus 25. 38. Modulo 25. Ganon din sa kabila. 11 plus 27. 38. Modulo 27. Okay? Ang next na gawin natin is kunin nyo yung LCM ng 25 and 27. Okay. Sa mga hindi pa nakakalam kung paano kumuha ng LCM, kunin nyo lang yung prime factors niya. 25. That is 5 times 5. Yung 27, 3 times 3 times 3. So, wala namang magkakatapat yan, di ba? So, in short, i-multiply mo lang yung 25 at saka 27 pag walang common. So, no, ang product ng 25 at saka 27. So, ang LCM niya is 6. 675 na? Okay. Then, ito, i-rewrite natin as 1. I-combine natin, mga anak, i-merge natin. So, magiging x is equivalent to 38 modulo yung LCM, which is 675. Okay. Ang x natin dito ay 38. Pasok na ba siya sa range? Is 38 ay nasa gitna ng 511 and 999? Wala, no? So, ang gawin natin is i-add natin. Going back to the original, kanina, yung first step natin. So, 675 plus 38. That is 13, carry 1, 8, 11, carry 1, 713. Modulo 675. Therefore, what is x? 713. Pasok na ba yung 713 doon sa range? Okay. So, that's how the answer is derived. 24. Find the minimum value of x and y. I-compare ko lang itong dalawa na to. 23 and 24. No. Kanina, dito sa 22. Nak, Pag ganito yung problem natin sa 22, solution ni x, x ang nilagay natin sa right, sa left. Pero pag sa 24 na, i-ibay natin. Ang pupunta sa left ay si y instead of x. Sige, gawin natin yan. Okay, so i-rewrite ko lang mga anak ha. 7x plus 9y is equal to 228. Okay, so ito ay maiwan yung y. 9y is equivalent to remainder 228 modulo 7. Ulitin ko 9y yung nag-stay na sa left and then is equivalent to 228 modulo 7. Okay. Ano ang remainder ng 9 pag dinivide sa 7? 2y. Is equal to, how about 228 sa 7? So, i-divide lang natin mana. That is 7, 3, 21, 18, 2, 14. Anong remainder niya? 4. So, ilagay natin dito yung 4. Modulo 7. Divide natin by 2. Ano ang y natin? Ano ang y natin? O, nakuha na natin yung y mga anak. Paano kunin ang x? O, simply substitute lang natin. So, 7x plus 9, yung y napapalitan natin siya ng 2, is equal to 228. So, 7x plus 18 is equal to 228. 7x is equal to 228 minus 18. Therefore, we have 7x is equal to 210. And what is x mana? Anong kinukuha natin? The value of x and y. So, xy is 2 times 30. We have 60. Yan is playing a video game. In the game, if you have 3 clothes of the same level, they will be automatically combined to form a cloth 1 level higher than the original. Now, Yan has 895 level 1 clothes. How many level 5 clothes does she have after the combination? Alam nyo ba yung continuous remainder? 895, mag-start tayo doon. Tapos, i-divide natin yan into 3. How many levels? 5. Ito yung level, level. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Hanggang level 5 lang tayo. Kasi, how many level 5 clothes yan? Okay. I-divide natin to by 3. Saan nakuha yung 3? Dito 3 clothes of the same level. Yan. Okay. So, magkakaroon tayo dito ng quotient and remainder. Yan lang ang isa-isip nyo mga anak. Okay. 895 divided by 3. What is the quotient? 298. Ano ang remainder na? 1. Ulitin natin 298 divided by 3. 99. Ano ang remainder? Siguro 1. 1. Next. 99 divided by 3. Siyempre, 33. Remainder, 0. 33 divided by 3. 11. Remainder, 0. 11 divided by 3. 3. Remainder, 2. O, ito na yung sagot, mana. Kasi ang hinihingi is, how many level 5 clothes does she have after the combination? 2 ang sagot.